This is where you get into that eternal debate: is do the best player available, or are you drafting for position? And every scout you ever talk to is going to say we're going to take the best player available, which in this case is going to be Tkachuk or Dubois. But as Matty was saying, it's not what they need. So maybe you trade down and try and sort of not, I wouldn't say waste the fourth pick on the defensemen who are not as quite the sure thing that the forwards are, or pick a defenseman at 4, or pick a forward and then worry about the rest later via trade. You're going to have a lot of forward assets that you could move. Maybe you can make a trade for a live body. There's just a lot of moving parts to this, and if you're a general manager or one of the Edmonton Oilers scouts, you really have to be on your toes heading into this, because it impacts the future of this team in a big way.
I don't think you can move back any farther than about 8, though, to get the Sergachev if you want him. I don't think he's going to fall much past that. So, you got to look at the teams in that bracket of 4, 5, 6, 7. Say, okay, who can we trade to and make sure we still get this guy? And that's tricky as well. So I threw out a flyer that they could trade the 4 pick for Carolina's 2 first-round draft picks at 13 and 21 and still get a pretty good defenseman at 13 and a forward at 21. But probably wouldn't happen. But at least it would give them an extra first-round draft choice. And the only time in the recent memory they had an extra first-round draft choice turned out to be Oscar Klefbom, and he turned out to be pretty darn good. And then if you get an extra first-round draft choice, you can always package that for something else because you got an extra first-round draft choice. But Peter Chiarelli, I know one thing, Robbie, he's not telling us anything, and I don't know how many people in his inner circle he tells. No. It's a pretty small inner circle, too. So all these rumors out there of people coming and going, from talking to Peter, he doesn't tell you very much when you're talking to him. So I don't know who he's telling.